ESSER stands for Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief. ESSER is part of the American Rescue Plan, a federal law that was passed in 2021 to provide relief to states, including funding to help safely reopen and sustain the safe operation of schools and to address the impact of the coronavirus pandemic on students. Part of these funds are set aside to support student learning beyond the classroom in out-of-school settings and summer learning programs. Out-of-school time, or OST programs, provide enriching activities for students outside of the classroom. Organizations that provide OST programming include libraries, Boys and Girls Clubs, and the YMCA. Many school libraries offer engaging programs during lunch or after school that would be considered an OST program. Summer learning refers to programs and activities that take place during the summer months when school is not in session. This time is crucial to help young people continue to learn and develop between school years. Students spend 80% of their time outside of school, and libraries are uniquely poised to help mitigate the impacts of lost school time and unfinished learning. Libraries play a crucial role in learning outside of the classroom. They offer after-school programs, teen programs, summer reading programs, and more. Early in 2022, the Idaho Commission for Libraries, the Idaho STEM Action Center, and the Idaho Out-of-School Network collaborated on a proposal to the Idaho State Board of Education to fulfill the requirements for out-of-school learning in the ARP ESSER appropriation. In total, the three agencies received $6 million in ARP ESSER funds to distribute to Idaho's out-of-school organizations and help them address unfinished learning in their communities due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Over the next 2 years, the ICfL will invest $1.25 million in grants and resources for Idaho libraries to support learners in grades K through 12. The funding to the ICfL is divided into two buckets: out-of-school time, OST, and summer learning. The OST funding will be used to support programs and services for youth in grades K through 12 in Idaho public, school, and tribal libraries. We will offer 2 sets of grants for libraries related to OST funding: planning grants and programming grants. The OST planning grants will be for larger amounts, up to $20,000, for library systems or school districts to engage in activities to strategically develop services and programs for youth. Staff at the Idaho Out-of-School Network have developed a professional development tool called Building Blocks to Quality Out-of-School Time. Recipients of the larger OST grant will be asked to select 4 areas from the building blocks to work on during the grant period. Other activities that could be part of the grant include creating an asset map of other OST programs in your community, developing a strategic plan for serving youth in your library system, or contracting with professionals to engage youth and conduct programs. The second set of grants will be for smaller amounts, $1,000 to $3,000, for library locations to use research-based best practices in programming with youth. Libraries that receive this grant will be required to select 1 building block to work on throughout the year, and we anticipate that most of the funding will be used for programming materials or presenters. Public, school, and tribal libraries are invited to apply for these grants. The summer learning grants will follow a similar format. The ICfL's Summer Strategies Grant will be larger, up to $30,000, for library systems to use research-based best strategies to build high-quality summer learning programs that align with the library's mission and strategic plan. Summer support grants will be smaller, $1,000 to $2,000, for libraries to enhance current summer learning or summer reading programs. An additional summer grant for school libraries will also be offered. The Summer School Libraries Grant will make available up to $7,000 for school libraries to remain open during the summer months. For many communities in Idaho, school libraries may be the closest library that families can access. Keeping these libraries open for even a few hours each week can have a big impact on learning outcomes. We are still working out the details, but ICfL staff plan to support library services to youth whether or not they receive a grant. Part of this support includes a robust professional development schedule. For out-of-school time, we hope to offer virtual trainings on asset mapping in the fall and virtual trainings on program assessment in the spring. We will also offer a free 2-day conference on teen services on March 1st and 2nd at the Riverside in Boise. Travel and per diem for the conference will be paid for by the ICfL. We also hope to send several Idaho library staff members to the National Conference on Summer Learning in Washington, D.C. to be held October 24th through 26th. In February and March, the ICfL will also host a series of regional summer planning workshops to help libraries connect with each other and plan summer programs. In addition to direct funding through grants and professional development, the ICfL will offer additional resources to help libraries better serve youth in their communities. We will develop and print support materials for you to hand out to the public. We will create kits to help your library try new materials or offer new programs for both OST and summer learning. We will also provide professional development books to help library staff improve their knowledge and skills. ARP ESSER funds provide a unique opportunity for libraries to shine in the out-of-school environment. We know that this is a lot to unpack and that every grant and resource won't be a good fit for every library. At the end of the day, the ICfL is oriented toward helping your library best serve your community. The COVID-19 pandemic has had an impact on Idaho's youth and the way that they learn. We hope that you will be able to use funding and resources from the ARP ESSER grant to help you address the needs of young learners in your community who have been impacted by COVID-19. If you have any questions, please reach out to Youth Services Consultant Jennifer Redford or ICfL Grants Officer Talayla Florco.